about properties. You should have all read about them in your textbooks, but I'm sure none of you did. Except for you, Angie. I'm sure you made a poster of it, and you're going to ask me to hang it up after class. How did I know? The commutative property of multiplication. This is a pretty basic concept that we should all know. Let's say we multiply a series of numbers, 6, 5, and 4. Let's multiply them in this order first. So 6 times 5 is 30, and 30 times 4 is 120. Right, 120. Now, let's move the numbers around. So 5 times 4 is 20, and 20 times 6 is 120 again. How wonderful. Any way you put the numbers, you get the same answer. For example, let's say you have a moment of abstraction that lasts a couple of years, and you decide, for some reason, it would be a brilliant idea to get married. And let's say you can fit 6 people at a table, and there are 5 tables in a room, and there are 4 different rooms. What is the maximum amount of people we can have? 120. And let's say you can fit 5 people at a table, and there are 4 tables in 6 different rooms. What's the maximum then? 120. Very good, Angie. You know what? Why don't we let someone else have a chance to answer? All right, sweetheart. We all know that you know the answers. We also know that even though you feel smug, it's not going to get you anywhere. So, this is a big wedding with 120 wedding guests. Of course, at an actual wedding, everyone suddenly becomes interested in things they never gave a damn about. You know, like fly fishing, or pottery classes, or wild duck hunting in Juneau. Anything but come to your wedding, even if you paid for 120 bucks in those seats, and everybody's dinner, and everybody's soggy cake. At least soggy cake is better than no cake. Quick! When you look at the associative property, what words do you see in associative? No, not associate. No, not CIA. No, not social, Angie. Sock? Sock is spelled with a K, Damon. You know what? I'll just tell you. The word is ass. I know. It is probably so horrible for your young little 12-year-old minds. But ass is just another word for a butt or a tushy. Go ahead and tell your father I used the A word. I'm trying to teach you something that you will never forget. And the A word is far from the worst thing you'll ever hear in your fraught little days in middle school. Okay? Asses are round, which means we could probably illustrate them with parentheses. They look like a tushy. You know what? Just stop me if I'm getting inappropriate. I'm saying, you know what? Just do me a favor, everyone. Put your left hand on your textbook and your right hand up in the air and repeat after me. I. Your name. Wise ass. Let's start over until we can all take this seriously. All right? Hands up. I. Your name. Do solemnly swear. Whatever happens in math class. Stays in math by punishment of death. There's a number that is key to understanding the addition identity property. No, Damon, no. The answer wasn't pi the last time, and it still isn't pi. The answer is 0. If you add 0 to anything, it remains the same number. That is all this property is really telling you. So, let's say that n is equal to everything I own, and today is my birthday. So n plus 0 is equal what?
N.
That's right, N. If no one gets me anything for my birthday, I am stuck with the letter N, which stands for nothing, which is exactly what I held back this morning when Bert stuck a candle in a frozen waffle and tried to explain to me that he thought my birthday was in October and not September. A frozen waffle is not a cake. N, which stands for nuclear bomb, and milk poop, and knife. This is an English class. Shut up! So, this is a pretty easy one. You multiply 0 by anything, you get what?
0.
Right, so let's go back to one of those real-life examples, okay? Let's say we have 3 people, a math teacher, and her brother, and her sister. And let's say that their mother just decides to croak, and with an inheritance, a certain amount of money, let's say M. We could use the expression 3M. There are 3 people receiving M amount of money, but if M is equal to 0, what do we have? That's right, nothing. Actually, less than nothing. A shitty family and an inadequate paycheck. I already told you, Angie, you can tell your father whatever you want. Yeah, I know he's the superintendent. He can have my job. You know what, boys and girls? How much do you think my job is really worth to me? 0! All right, here we go. This property is brought to you by the number 1. You multiply anything by this number, you get your anything back. That's pretty easy, right? So let's go back to that inheritance that the math teacher and her brother and her sister got totally screwed out of. Do you guys remember that one? Yeah? Okay. Let's say that anyone who benefits from the inheritance receives $565,429.11 just for shits and giggles. That's a whole lot of money. And let's say that only 1 person benefited from this inheritance. What then is the maximum amount inherited? Thank you, Angie. And that means how much did I get screwed out of by my own nephew? Thank you again, Angie. You know what? I'd also like to point out that the number 1 looks a lot like a tiny little dick. And so is my nephew. Can anyone other than Angie, explain to me the glorious property of the commutative property of addition? Anyone? Oh, very good. Did you guys hear that? Damon says it means the same thing except the plus instead of time. I'm not going to point out that plus and time are not verbs. For once, it's the same thing. So let's go back to that wedding analogy. We were talking about tables. Let's talk about the bridal party. Okay, anyway, we order. Oh my God. What have I done to this board? How could I forget my dear sister? You add them up, they're gonna be a bunch of assholes. So, let's say we rearrange them and add them up again. What are they gonna be? A bunch of assholes! Very good, I'm starting to really like you, Damon. Any way you see your family around the goddamn table, they're always gonna be a bunch of assholes. So, even if you drive yourself crazy every day and you put yourself last every time, that's what they're gonna be. So you might as well make yourself happy with whatever ounce of dignity you have left in you. But if you multiply me by 1, add nothing, mix me around, and then chain me down with all fantasies you want, I am still gonna like me, even if nobody I love called me on my birthday or bought me any presents. It just doesn't make any sense, you know? It just doesn't make any sense! Ladies and gentlemen, I think I just had a little bit of a nervous breakdown. You really shouldn't have seen that. But nervous breakdowns are an ugly fact in an ugly world. I shouldn't have done that in front of you all. Do you have any more cookies left? No, it's okay. You know what? Let's start over. Okay? Everyone deserves a clean slate now and then. So you know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna take away your stripe. Carte blanche. Okay? Okay. Everybody turn to page 116 in your textbooks. We're gonna talk about the distributive property. I'm going to excuse myself to the cafeteria for a second. I think I deserve a ring-ding or a ho-ho something. You know, if no one's going to get me cake, I'm just going to get my own snack. There's going to be a pop quiz when I get back. If I get back before October.